Oh, hello, family. Sip and Shop, episode 18. 18 weeks, Eddie. 18 weeks, friends and family of coming to you live. Well, most times live, right? A few times taped. Of Sip and Shop, your Saturday beauty break, your Saturday beauty refresher, your Saturday check-in with your girl, Andrea Fairweather Bailey. Is that weird that I introduced myself? Your girl. Okay. You know me. So we're here. Thank you all who are starting to tune in and watch us. There's a lot that we have to get done today, but one of the most important things, before we even do our sip, is we have to say something very technical, is there's going to be some antics today, and we do not have any of the rights to use any of the music that is being chosen for today for Sip and Shop. So no one affiliated with Sip and Shop or the actual show Sip and Shop has any permission to use any of the music, but we were just hoping and praying that it will still pass, because we made an emotional move in terms of selecting these songs, because we really understand the power of uplifting you all right now. We need it, and we know you need it too, because we're in this together, right, y'all? And so now, since we're in it together, let's take a toast to us. How you all doing out there? Oh, let me reach back, my bad back. I've got a bad back. Let me reach back and get my tea in. Ooh, she's showing out today. She's doing literally a cup of tea with a cinnamon stick to boot. Everyone, please lift your glass, your mug, whatever it is you feel you need as your libation, because we're here right now together. And on Sip and Shop, we always open with a toast, just to be thankful, grateful that we made it thus far, right? And since we're in it together, let's toast together. So this is to you all, my friends, and from Eddie and I, right? To you. Ooh, daggone. Okay, let me explain this. All right, so in my teacup and saucer set, teacup and saucer set, that's a nice little tongue twister for an actor. You know, I just wanted to change it up a little bit, because I'm normally doing mugs, and literally using a teacup and saucer set really does change your mentality. It kind of like, you know, it's I feel like I'm in a ballet class, like it's pulling me up at the bar, at the ballet bar. You know, it lifts everything up, therefore it'll lift your spirits. Your body is lifted, your mind is elevated, it'll lift your spirits as well. And so today I wanted to do a little treat of cinnamon spice tea with just a little bit of honey, just a little bit, right? Just to give it a little sweetness, and also a little shady cinnamon stick. Because, you know, after that, always, right? The root. Cinnamon is always great for inflammation and keeping that immune system up. So let me take another sip, because there is so much we have to get into today. But it's good stuff, I think. Right, Ed?
Real good stuff.
Okay, y'all. Remember the time when we did have teacup sets? That was like, I remember distinctly when I was a kid. My mom had a beautiful set. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful with like gold around it. And I remember feeling rich with that set, like seeing the gold around it. And then I remember like in the late 70s, very early 80s, like that was it. Like no one was selling sets anymore. it was very rare to start finding it in stores. And then the big old fat mug came out, which changed everything. And I love a mug, but it really does give a different feel when you're sipping tea or drinking your coffee. So, you know, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but it felt nostalgic to me to get a tea set. Very refined, very refined. Well, this tip right now is specifically for my ladies. Yeah. Because there may be something that you all may be struggling with. Maybe. Especially during this stinking COVID time. That there may be something that you're accustomed to getting, but you don't know how to make it last. It's just not happening. You're holding on, cause your COVID manicure just is gone. Yay! Had to get that out my system. But it's the truth though, right? It's no lie, right, Ed? I know a lot of you are struggling out there because you may not know how to do your own nails. And with the salons starting to open back up again, some of you have shared that you have been concerned and a bit fearful, and that is quite understandable. It is. It is. But, you know, I want to share with you some of my experience, because I mentioned a while back that I do have a nail license. Most don't know that. I was very selective with the clients for Fairweather Faces because I primarily wanted to do makeup, but I will do nails because it's quite therapeutic for me. So, and I always did my own nails from a child until I got my license, but I digress from that. What I really want you to understand is there are other ways to prolong the nail polish and just the look of your nails overall. There are other things that you can start to add on top of your manicure which can change it. So let's say, for example, let me just hold up my hand first. Let's start with that. Bam! Okay. So these nails are my own, right? I tried many moons ago and tried to do artificial nails. It's not for me only because I have an allergic reaction, right? To acrylics and all that. So I can't do it. So thank you, Jesus. My natural nails grow out pretty healthy and pretty strong. So Eddie and I watched, when was that, Ed? Like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, watch what? Which one? Which
Beach
show?
Street.
Yeah.
So it was about 2 weeks ago. We watched Beach Street, and that was on a Friday night, and it gave me the inspiration to do this, to do kind of like a color bleed of, you choose 2 or 3 complementary colors. I wanted purple and blue in some kind of way, and I just did a drip down. So from a quarter of the nail, right, is clear polish. And then I just took a little bit of some sort of like a purple. Most times I started with a metallic first, and then I may have gone into a matte. So one nail is metallic, one nail is matte, one nail is metallic, one nail is matte. So I did it that way just to kind of jazz it. But the solid uniformed color to bring it all together is blue. So one will be like a brighter blue, like an electric blue, and then you have a navy and an electric and a navy, something like that, right? Then before the polish dries, I went back into my top coat, but I brushed back on the purple. So it kind of gave it like that kind of, I guess kind of like that graffiti, not a graffiti spill, not that, but I just didn't want it to, I wanted it to look messy. That was the point, right? Just to make it look messy, and you can see on my thumb as well. So I'm holding on to what I did back then, and you know, from the beginning I already had this, like the rhinestone in it, but I was like, what can I do to show my sisters out there that there are other ways that you can prolong that manicure, change it up, refresh it. What I'm about to tell you to get your nails to the next level is not for everyone. It's an acquired look. It's an acquired feel. It's an acquired aesthetic, right, Ed? Mm-hmm. It really is. And I started doing this back in the 90s. I've always had long nails since I was about 10. Taking my nail care very seriously, but getting into this technique back then, I would always suggest that you have a professional do it for you versus yourself. But I will explain what I did at home to get it done. And that is taking your nails to the next level with a nail charm. Ooh, and I did a little dangly little kick of, you know, little Swarovski crystal cross, right? Right in the center, just to change it up. Okay, so now the technique thing with this is, understand this is my natural nail, right? I have the intention right now of, thank you, Carmen. Thank you, baby. Thank you all for watching. I have the intention right now that next week I'm going to trim my nails. So I was okay with putting the pierce through it. I only do this when I'm about this stage in, like when my nails are about this length or a little longer. And I feel like, okay, you know what? You can do the pierce now because then you're going to cut them after. That's just me. Because me personally, I can't hold on to this long. I'm good with this. The longest I went was about a week and a half. And when I first started doing this, my hair was really long, like down my back side. And it was difficult because I'll tell you the pros and cons. It was getting caught up in my hair a lot. But anyway, it's a cool thing to do if you want to get your nails to the next level. It looks adorable. Hold on. When you're being shady with your little cup, right? Or if you are holding product, right? It just makes it stand up. It's a conversation piece because believe me, your friends will ask you, oh my goodness, how'd you do it? Did it hurt? All right. So let's go for the pros. The pros with any kind of nail charm is it does take your nails to the next level and it's completely fashion forward. Only a certain type of spirit can do this. I would think like a really eclectic person or possibly a nut job such as myself. But it's for someone that can become easily bored with their nails, yeah? Or if you even want to try something new. So that's that. But there are a couple of cons. I want to talk about the natural nail first. I have the nail piercer. It looks like, and I just didn't want to show it to you because I don't want you guys running out and getting it. I would rather that you have your own professional nail tech do it for you. It's just better that way. But I know what I'm doing, so I won't shatter my nail because you can if you're working with your natural nails. It looks kind of like a nail clipper, but instead of it just having, it has like a real small piece in it, and that's the piece that goes through the nail, and that's what it is. So let's talk about going through the nail. So can you see this, guys? The hole, it's small. It's small. And if you see the proportion of where it is, I don't have it too close to the top because with the ring, if it yanked on something, it would pull right through my nail. And I've made that mistake before. Went right through my nail because it was too close to what's called the free edge. I'm not giving you the finger. I'm just doing a demo here. So you see the ring goes through that. It's not a tiny hole. It's a hole. So you could never use like an actual hole puncher. It would be way too big. That's not what, and it would break your nail. It would shatter the whole thing. Because I have to tell you, my nails, even though they're strong, they're pretty sensitive. When I did this yesterday in preparation, right? Mm-hmm. I did a post yesterday and I prepped and I said, I got to punch the nail now so it's ready for tomorrow. And when I punched it, I felt it. I felt it and it feels weird. It feels like a pressure, like a pressure trauma hit to the nail at first, only because it's my natural nail. I'm just being honest with you. And that sucker didn't cool down for me until like a good 5 hours later. We were clocking it, like Eddie was like, are you still feeling the pressure? And I'm like, yeah, actually I am. It just feels weird. Today I don't feel that at all. The charm is all on. So if anything, I just feel like the weight of the charm, but I actually like it now because it leveled off. I think it's easier to do the charms next level nail, this idea, if you have artificial nails. I think it's actually easier that way. And the pro of that, I think, is you could really go for it. You could do, I see sisters doing like triple piercing in one nail and then stuff connecting. I think all that is super dope. And it is easier because you're not feeling the actual trauma on your natural nail. It's more on the artificial nail. So that's the one that takes the hit. So that's a good thing. That's a pro. I think the con of it is, which is universal and it goes both ways. The big con to me of piercing the natural nail and the artificial nail is the fact that this thing can get caught up either in your hair or your clothes or you washing yourself. When it starts pulling, and it depends on the type of person that you are, because me, with my hands, I don't move that fast with my hands. I've always tried to be aware of what I was doing so I'm not breaking my nails and splitting them all over the place. But some of you do move pretty quickly throughout your day and you're working with your hands really fast. And if anything, I would just hate for you to start to feel that tug, because to me, I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. But then again, I'm working with the natural nail. If it's an artificial nail, you may not feel it. But that was just my tip to you, is why don't you try a nail piercing? It could be fun, and you can take, I'm going to take this thing out probably tonight or tomorrow, you know, because I have to work again with my hands tomorrow, and I don't want it to get in the way of working with my client. But I do like it. I like the charm. You could always go online and get charms if you want, and then take it to your nail tech, or, you know, just have them do it for you. But yeah, a nail charm. Take your nails to the next level. Oh, I think I need a little sip of tea without my cup this time. So how you guys doing? What are you drinking? What do you think about that? Would any of you do it? A nail piercing? Is that something any of you, or you like, Andrea, take a seat as you already are in and have a good day. A good day to you and your nail piercing. I'm going to take a sip right now. Daggone, that's good tea. Damn. And thank you all for watching. It makes us feel so good knowing you all are connecting with us on Saturday for this time, because this is a special time, and, you know, 18 weeks in, it's a good amount of time.
It's a long time. Right?
So what are you guys watching now? What's your deal? Like, are you watching anything in particular on cable or, you know, television? If I may, I'd like to share something with you about what Eddie and I are watching. And this is something that we started getting into. It was last year.
Yeah, last year.
All right. And I don't think I came in at the beginning, because I was like, what kind of tea? Well, Joe, it is cinnamon spice with a little honey and a cinnamon stick. Healthy stuff. It's fabulous. We started watching it last year. I didn't see like the first couple of episodes. I came in afterward, was quickly drawn in, like, what the heck have I been missing out on? And so we recently started up again, and I got to tell you something, y'all. I am really taken with Mad Men. We're watching it. It's on, are we doing that?
No, we're doing Prime.
It's Prime. It's Prime, because it's like one little quick commercial.
Right. It's free with ads.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which is fabulous. But yeah, let me just say this. Mad Men, Eddie explained to me. Tell him, Ed, like, what the title means.
So Mad Men comes from Madison Avenue. So advertisers in the 1950s and 60s used to be on Madison Avenue, and so they call those men madmen.
Fascinating. Did any of you know that? I thought mad meant like something like, it was like, what is it, an acronym? No.
You said media advertising.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that, like media advertising, dapper men. I really thought it was that. It actually made sense to me, but when you said that, I was like, oh my goodness, yeah. Mad Men, I think, is well, of course it's a brilliant show, but not just that. I really particularly gravitate to the scenes when they start dissecting product and really start going through the process of trying to figure out how they will tell the story of the product, how to make it connect to the audience and the emotions and everything that it brings up. I find it to be quite fascinating. And I think that Mad Men, to me, I am recommending it to all of our sip and shop entrepreneurs out there. If you haven't watched Mad Men, please watch it from the very beginning. Episode 1, and don't miss a beat of it. There's a lot to learn, lots to consider when you are developing your business. Mm-hmm. And I have to be honest with you, marketing was one of the last things for me to really consider. I was concerned when building out Fairweather Faces more about the artists that we would have on the team, mm-hmm. the services, the travel team, how to execute, all of that. And then marketing was, I don't want to say it was an afterthought, but it wasn't in the forefront only because it was something that would overwhelm me because I didn't understand it. So when we did market, mm-hmm. everything was more emotional because we didn't have a marketing team nor a marketing budget. We did that on our own. So, in watching Mad Men, it really is a good exercise for me to remember how to think about Fairweather Faces products and how to connect more with you to give the story so you understand the magnitude of it, how much it can help and simplify your life, and why it was even created. The Fairweather Faces products, beauty products, and the cosmetic line were created, the bottom line, to simplify your life so that you don't have 1,000,001 products and colors out there overwhelming you. You start first with a tutorial piece, the face charts and the makeup brushes, to show you how to anchor yourself and ground yourself in the techniques of a professional makeup artist. That was the first thing. Because you can have 1,000,000 products, and if you don't know how to use them, what is the point, right? And we're all about at Fairweather Faces being budget conscious and resourceful, right? So things are multifunctional as well, a lot of the products that we have. And then, and then you have these amazing products that match the line. And in speaking of that, you all know that was it Wednesday? Yeah, the 9th, Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesday, September 9th was our launch drop date for the new Fairweather Faces fall beauty items. And you know me, in choosing products, it's not about trend here. This is about timeless beauty. So yes, they are colors that you can use for the fall, yeah, but they're also timeless. So it's not just for the fall season, y'all. These are products that we want you to incorporate forevermore in your kits. So I'd like to start first with explaining, and hopefully you went to the website to see the new products, because we have the products and also the stories behind them, and really cool photos of clients that are wearing them. One in particular, beautiful journalist, leading anchor at ABC, and her name is Lindsay Davis. And Lindsay already showcased these two colors, and this is Cameo and Chiffon, our new lip colors. lip liners. Let me start with Cameo first, and I'm just gonna drop some on my hand so you can see the pigment in it. This base is pink, so it's a brown base pink. So this is a color that is great if, you know, if you really want to be fabulous, you can wear this by itself. Just line the entire mouth and just go, you know, because it's very comfortable. It doesn't tear up the lips, but it can be worn with all of your neutral colors. Neutral meaning any of your soft pink colors. I think I'm going to drop some on my wrist. I think I'm going to do, right? I'm going to do that. So any of your nudie colors, your soft pink colors, and then you can also move into your reds. Your red colors with this. I think every lip needs to have it. So let's start first before going through. I'm going to just drop some of these colors on my hand next to it. So let's go with Snooty, because Snooty is the color for Boss, the face chart that's on the site right now. So this is Snooty. I'm really digressing, but I think you all need to see this. So this is the Snooty next to, this is the new lip pencil, Cameo, and this is Snooty lipstick. All right, just to show you their complementary colors. Next. Ooh, this is one you haven't seen in a while, y'all. This is Heaven lipstick. This is for the very fair Caucasian faces or Fairweather faces. But some of my sisters that are medium tone and deeper have been wearing it, and it looks freaking fierce. So that's Heaven. This is Heaven right here. So you see it's complimentary in the line. And if you like any of the colors that you see, all you have to do is punch it up in the search bar, the name of the color. It'll pop up and you can get it at fairweatherfaces.com. This one is Stripped. Now, Stripped is a color that Lara Spencer always wore every day when doing pop news on Good Morning America. And that's right there on the end. That's Stripped. Fierce. Real cute. She wore that every day. Yep. As soon as she got wind of it, which we were completely grateful for that. And then this one is Cafe Mocha. No, Cocoa Mocha. Don't even know the name of my own daggone lipstick. So I'm going to go horizontal with this one just to change it. Now, the difference with this lipstick is that's really fab. It goes with both of these new lip pencils. So it's a cross. All right. It's a pink base, right? But it has kind of like a little iridescence. So sometimes it looks brown, sometimes it looks lavender, but it's still a pink. I love this color. It's very different. So that's Cocoa Mocha for that. All right. So that was with your Cameo. Then now you go for your Chiffon. And I'm going to go with the other hand with Chiffon. Just to show you. Oh yeah, real nice, real nice, real nice. So look at that, y'all. Right? It's a brown based, and this was a tricky part. It was like, how the heck do you describe this? Well, it has kind of like a lavenderish way about it. Paired with the Cameo, it has more of a pinky way about it. You know, I think if you're super dope, man, if you line your lips and fill in with this, it is gorgeous. Hey, Rodell, what's up, bro? It's really, really, really beautiful. Not too much of an eclectic color, just different. It's different. So this is the difference with the two together. This is your lip pencil right here, Cameo, and this is the liner here, Chiffon, right? Just to get it going. Let me show you Chiffon with the Cocoa Mocha so you can see the difference. Also, that this is a color that is complementary, right? So same thing. That's it across here. That's the mocha there. And that's the mocha on that side. All right? Just so you can see it. I love when my hand is a mess like this. It's beautiful. This is how it is like when we're working. It's like your hand is your palette all over the place. But I do need to clean first because I need to start working on myself. I have no lipstick color, no moisturizer on my lip right now. I did do a little bit of, as my moisturizer today, just a little bit of coconut oil, right? Just to give my skin, you know, some hydration. And then I just did like a quick little clean makeup. But I'm cleaning my hand off now because I want to give you all a sneak peek of one of the first tools I was telling you about. When simplifying your makeup, you have to start with the instructions. It's not so much paring down your colors. Yeah, that's important too, but I think that's secondary. I think the first thing is that you need to have your information handy as your guide, ready to go, so that you have something to follow and you don't waste time guessing. So these take the guesswork out of your makeup application time. And the first one is heat. This is the peak, y'all. You're getting a quick peek of the new face chart. So this is heat, right? Now, the difference with heat, this is the heat lip. It is souffle. Now, you know souffle because you saw Sip and Shop, and you can always go back. Sip and Shop episode 13 is this. It's more of a peach, like a peachy lip, and it works on all complexions. I don't care how fair you are or how beautifully deep your complexion is. You have to have souffle in your kit. It's a must. So souffle is the color for heat, the lip for that. But at the same time, you also have your next one, which is Blaze. Your new face chart, Blaze. And that's a different lip. But the beauty of these two new charts, the story that we wanted to give, is a monochromatic look of having colors that are in the same family from the eyes all the way down. That's the storyboard of a monochromatic look. And for us in this case, it became, just going to clean my hand here. For us in this case, it became these colors, the storyboard of the cactus eyeshadow for Fairweather Faces. Can you see that? It's a beautiful neutral brown, ideal for all complexions. It's a universal color. And then you also have the storyboard color of, and this is one of your multifunctional products, is our contour number 11. Right? A very warm, rusty-ish, if you will, brown that was initially designed to contour the cheeks, contour the nose line, jawline, neckline if you need to, but at the same time is a filler for your eyebrows, right? And a whole host of, you can use it as a liner. There's a lot that can be done with this product. So in this case, for the face charts, is being used as an eyeshadow besides a facial contour, right? So that's the beauty of, so you guys are, the subscribers saw it first. They saw these products first. So if you're a subscriber, you know the beauty of it. You can get these products first before it drops to the public. But now as the public, the Sip and Shop family saw them first. So that's a cool thing. So let's go to, I want to start with the lip liner. Let me give you one look that I did for Lindsay Davis. Let me get like a new tissue. So one night, if you saw the Democratic and the Republican debates on ABC News, then you saw my work. I was very blessed and grateful to do Lindsay Davis's makeup every night for those programs. And this is the trust, where the trust factor comes in with the clients. Instead of using what was in her kit, I incorporated it with our new lip colors, the lip pencils, each night. And she allowed me to do that. So I was very grateful. And one night, if you saw the Democratic and the Republican debates on ABC News, then you saw my work. This is the trust, where the trust factor comes in with the clients. Instead of using what was in her kit, I incorporated it with our new lip colors, the lip pencils, each night. And she allowed me to do that. So I was very grateful. So one night I did Cameo. Everyone went crazy like, oh my God, how'd you get her lips so full? Then the other night I did Chiffon by itself. And they're like, oh my God. And when I say that, I'm talking about like the makeup artists in the room who are always so supportive of each other's work, the hairstylists in the room. And then also, which was monumental, folks stopping us in the hallway on the way to the studio, exclaiming how much they loved Lindsay's makeup and hair. And it was like, oh my goodness, this is spectacular. Like, because you know, at ABC in the studio, it's like a library. It's very quiet, everyone's focused and working, but folks were going off in there like, girl, like stuff like that. And it's like, huh, what? She killed that. She killed. So, you know, just, and it was making us feel really, really good. Like, wow, we're really doing a good thing with Lindsay, you know, trying to brand her with these looks. So the first thing that I did each night was, you want to warm up your pencils. I usually, like I just did, I warm them up on my hand just to get the color going. You don't want to wait to warm them up on the lips. You want the color to drop and release immediately. So I'm warming it up, right? Warming up both the pencils. And so there was one night that I did both pencils on Lindsay at the same time, which created a different look, a fuller lip. It was full both ways, individually using the pencils, but here we go with it warmed up, right? But this particular night, the makeup artist went off, and I told them my secret. I said, oh, I used the two new FAIRWEATHER Faces lip pencils. They're getting ready to drop this fall, and we'll get it for you for your kits, for your clients. So the first thing that I did was I used the chiffon. And what you want to do with this, consider this as your anchor. This is the one that's going to etch out the shape of the lips. But I'm going to show you the technique that I used on Lindsay, which is different. Most times, makeup artists or you yourself will probably line your entire mouth. That's not what this is. This is different. Let me show you exactly what I did. So you can start any way you want. I normally start on Lindsay if I'm working. I start on the right side of the lip. That's just me, you know, by habit. So I'm just going to start my lips on the top. Let me go this way. So, and ease in a little more. There's a mirror right here next to me. See? So you want the color to release right away. So I'm getting it as I talk while I do my lips. On the highest point of my lip shape. The highest point so that it can give me my barrier. My barrier in shaping my lips and anchoring down the colors that are to come. I am stopping halfway. I'm not taking it all the way in. I'll explain why. And understand, this was specifically for Lindsay Davis's lips. So I'm giving you the tips that I did on her for that night when I used both pencils. Okay? So what I did on one side, this is beautiful. I'm telling you all, you gotta wear this color by itself. It's fierce. I love it. I love it. Which would be lining the lips and filling it in. Same thing on the other side. Any questions? Kind of tea. Yeah, hello. Okay. All right. So I'm just, whatever I do on one side, I must do on the other to keep the balance. So I'm just etching out the top of the lip. And I'm not going beyond my lip shape. I'm right on the line. So this is right on the line, y'all. All right. And then I'm just filling it out. All right, here. I'm not going all the way out. I'll explain that in a second. All right, now I'm just evening it. Just making sure everything is even. Okay, can you see that depth? Okay, then the bottom, right on the line. The bottom, right in here. And that's it, y'all. I'm not going all the way out. Normally I would. This time I'm not. I'll explain why. So it's right here as my base. Take your Fairweather Faces Duo Brush. Last week, was it last week? 17, I think so. I think I've been saying it for a little bit now. I think, right? The Duo Brush, yeah, it was last week. Episode 17, where we talk about the power of this makeup brush, that you can use the top to fill in and the bottom to etch out those lips. I want you to take, and it's up to you, you can go either way, but because I want it to be very precise, I'm going to use the thin, smaller, pointy edge, and I'm going to just soften the edge. I'm not taking it all the way out. I'm just softening the edge so that it bleeds into my lips. So the depth is right here, but the bleed out is on the edge of the lips, okay? And then I want you to do the same thing up top like we did. We didn't go all the way out on the lip, but we stopped right here. So I want you to take the brush and just blend it down so that it like marries into the lip. Do the same thing on the other side, right? So it doesn't look like stop. That's the point. Tissue off. We always tissue off the brushes before we move on to release the color, any color in there. Now I want you to go to Cameo. Now Cameo, the trick with this is it's going to complement it on the up end. This will make sense in a second. So the first side that you went on, I want you to go slightly above it, but still on it. Does that make sense? So right on it, right? The lip, and then just come up just a smear, just a little drop, and that's it right here. So remember the break line with chiffon was we did the line, we etched it, and we stopped here. This Cameo, it comes right here at the bowl of the mouth and then right there. You don't even need the brush because we already did the work with the chiffon underneath it, but you have to even it on the other side, all right? And this, the point of this is to create structure on the top lip. Even if, same thing on the other side, we stop right there. We don't have to do any more work. It's just right on the line and then slightly above it. We don't have to do any more blending because we already did it with the chiffon. That's why chiffon has to go first, okay? Right in there. Do the same thing on the bottom, but this time I want you to stay directly on, not outside of it, directly on the chiffon for the bottom lip. Right on your work, right on it, okay? And again, you don't have to really blend that out so much. Okay, the reason why you need to stay in those parameters is because I was creating a fuller lip on Lindsay Davis, giving the illusion of a fuller top and bottom lip. It was because of the camera, right? The illusion, it's always about illusion. So I'm a little anal. So I am going to just blend this just a little bit because I thought it was a little heavy-handed. I think in my demo. Okay, that's good. Now, I'm going to Liberate. And Liberate is one of the main colors, lip colors, that's used in your two new looks for the face charts, yeah. 2 new looks for that. But at the same time, you get the face chart, it will also guide you in another place or places where you can also use Liberate, not just on the lips, right? And only the face chart will be able to guide you. So I'm going to take some of this, clean the head, right? This is how you would do it at home, just clean it. And I always start on the bottom lip when I work on Lindsay or my other clients with lip gloss. So it's right here in the center, Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I'm not smearing it all around. Check it out. Right here. There. Then I'm going in a little bit again, cleaning it off, right? And I'm going to the top of the lips. But I'm going to the top of the lips. So... right? Same thing on the other side. The reason, let me take a little more. The reason I'm going to the top of the lips is two things in one. We just add a little more there on the other side to even it. It's two things in one. The first is, oh gosh, did I have too much? Not. You can never have too much gloss, right? Okay, and we're stopping right there, and I'll show you the rest. The reason why you're going all the way up to the lip line is to already blend your chiffon and your cameo pencils together. So we did that work. On the top, it's already blended. On the bottom, instead of going all the way to the edge, we just went in the center. That's for illusion's sake. I'll tell you that in a second. Then you go back into your brush, and this time you go for the fat portion. Now remember, we're creating illusion. So whatever is on the tail end here starts to come down to the corners, right? Like a paint. So the emphasis always stays up in here, the top of the lips, so it looks fuller, more open. Then you take the fat part and you just gently dab whatever was left on the brush to the outer corners to connect, right? Not down, but stay in the center of that bottom lip, because we want the light, when the light reflects it, for it to keep the weight and open that lip up. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'm just using it to connect the corners of my lips. When I tell you, I'm cleaning the brush now. When I tell you, when I did it that night, chiffon first, same technique I showed you, cameo on top, liberate over it, and Lindsay Davis was in her chair and she lifted her head. Everyone in that makeup room went crazy, and I went, you know, like when you get that shot of heat down your back, I was like, oh my goodness, it's amazing. Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you so much. I was so grateful. It was fabulous. So there, my friends, is your technique from Lindsay Davis's look to you, so you know that's how you create the lips. And you can look at those photos at FAIRWEATHERFACES.com. And if I were you, I would get both of those lip pencils, because it does matter. Instead of just taking one and the other, and you know you're going to be kicking yourself going, why didn't I just get the other lip pencil? There's a slight little discount if you get both. So just go ahead and get both. You'll have them. You can wear them separately, line the lips, fill them in, rock out like that, or pair them together. You can do that. So let me take this off quickly. I'm going to use a makeup remover. How you guys doing? You still hanging with me? Oh, E, thank you. Thank you, Enid, for loving the lip color. Yeah, we love it too. It's really beautiful. I think it's really grand. So I'm just gently taking this off because I need to demo one more. So I mentioned that for the heat, new face chart, that color was souffle. And souffle, you can see, of course you can get it on the website, but you can see it on me, and I discuss it in Sip and Shop episode 13. So you can look at that. Okay. So I need to get it off, and then I'm going to take the tissue to come back around, because this has a little iridescence, and what I'm about to do doesn't need any iridescence yet, because we got to lay it down a certain way. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little switch up, and I'm going to work with Cameo. You don't have to if you don't want to. With the new face chart look, this one I'm doing is the Lip of Blaze, and this is my final look. This will be the look of Blaze, and that requires, ooh, this is one of my favorites, Liquid Velvet Lip in Brown Betty. I think every single kit needs to have Brown Betty. It's your neutral, y'all. This thing is gorgeous. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. It's a beautiful brown. It complements every skin tone. If you're light, if you're super light, it's going to give it like that fashion forward brown, because it's not just any ordinary brown. And if it's your my deep sisters, it'll give you more like a flesh tone nude. It's fabulous. Can't talk enough about it. So let me just clean my hand. So I am going to line this particular one. You don't have, like I said, you don't have to, but because it's the new product, I like to show you. So you use Cameo. This time we are going around the world with it, okay? So around the world means the whole lip. So we could talk. I can talk. Anything, any comments, y'all? Do you like the new colors? Give me some thumbs up or some hearts or something. Let me know you like it. So, you know, I start on top. Then I do the other side, making sure it's even. Keep checking it, making sure it's even. So are you guys digging like the new face charts at all? Anything? Oh, thank you. Yeah, that makes me feel good. Just let me know I'm doing the right thing for y'all. Yay! I see some hearts coming through. And so, oh, thank you all so much. And then same thing on the bottom, but I'm not going outside my line. I'm staying on the line. I find with all the way to the corner, right? And the other side, all the way to the corner. I'm not filling in with Cameo for the Liquid Velvet Lip because you don't have to. The Liquid Velvet Lips are so heavily pigmented that you have to be someone that is either eating off lipstick or your lips are drinking in the color, because that can happen. Sometimes you lay a color down and it starts switching up, changing because your lips are drinking it in. You're probably really dehydrated and it's just changing everything up. In that case, I would say take the Cameo and fill in the lips, line first and then fill them in. But in this case, you don't need to. Just go straight for the humdinger, which is Brown Betty. And please look at Sip and Shop episode 1. The very first one I demonstrated with Bloom, Liquid Velvet Lipstick in Bloom, to show you the various techniques of how to achieve an etched Picasso looking lip, long wear, and different techniques, different styles of wearing this product. So the first thing that's universal for this is you always want to clean off the head, just like as if, think of it like a nail polish, yeah? Because this is heavily pigmented and you don't want to just take it, you know, from the tube and then start going, because it's too difficult. I myself wouldn't even do that. So I try to have more control by cleaning off, you know, the head. And
Mimi wants to know what that liner is.
Cameo, the brand new Cameo. Brand new Cameo from the Fairweather Faces fall products. They just dropped on Wednesday, the 9th. So you can start any way you want. Normally with, I usually try to start on the bottom lip with this because it gives me a little more control. Just to, you know, to see, did I pull enough color? So I'm going to start on the bottom. And I'm going to fill all the way out to the corner. You see how Nice and nudie it is. The other thing with this is, yeah, nice and even. I'm going to go in for a little bit more to do the top. You see, I'm not messing with it. I'm allowing it to dry down. This is a product, the liquid velvet lipsticks from Fairweather Faces, you have to allow it to dry down. You can't go playing with it, pressing it, smearing it, or else it'll just become botchy and smeary. Think of it like a paint. Now I'm etching out the top. Think of it like a paint and just move as fast as you can. Get your corners. And now I'm etching out the top. Oh gosh, I love this Durgon. I love this color. Ooh, hear my stomach? I love this color. I love this color. So let this dry down and I'm gonna do a second coat because you can do that if you want. So this is fine as my like neutral fall lip, right? That would be for Blaze, for that face chart. I'm gonna do like just a second drop because that's just me. I just want to show you, like, once it dries down, it's dry, it's ready to go, and it feels comfy. It doesn't feel like, it's a matte, it's a total matte, but it doesn't feel like that drying matte where my lips are going to chap up and start splitting and peeling. That's not what this is. This is very bouncy, cushiony, comfy, that kind of thing. So we're going to do the same exact thing we did before because I just want to show you that you can, and you can deepen up the color. So bottom first, right, out to your edges. Oh, I love this, man. Watch when they see you come in on a Zoom meeting, going in again, cleaning it off. I know some of you going out for coffee meetings already. It happens. Well, when you're getting ready to sip that coffee from that mask, they're going to be like, daggone. So-and-so's lips are fierce. And they should be. If you're using Fairweather Faces. Ow! Right? See? Ah! And if you wanted to go again on the third go around, you could. So this is Brown Betty, the color Brown Betty for Fairweather Faces, universal. Please, y'all, you need to get that for your kit. And the last part of that is applying this, a swatch of Liberate on top. Now, the only reason why I'm going to apply it on my hand first, my hand as my palette, is because I didn't use it. Remember how I used it on just Cameo on my lips? It was on my bare lips. So I didn't have to worry about color transferring from something else onto it. In this case, I wouldn't. I don't want to mess up this product. I want it to stay in its purest form. So now, let me see, consistency. Oh, thank you, Carmen. Thank you. She says, I love your consistency and commitment. Oh, thank you so much, babe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Question. Okay.
She said, can I sing with this gloss? Does it keep your lips moisturized?
It certainly does. I use this on, actually, this was what I used on Tashina Arnold. She had a showcase. Actually, it was the last time that I worked with her live. Was, what was that, babe? That was the beginning of the year, I think it was. It was still cold then. Yeah. I think it was January. Yeah. January, February. And she did a showcase. What was the church in Queens?
It's Floyd Flake's church. I forget the name of the church.
AME?
Greater Allen.
Greater Allen, AME.
Yeah.
When I tell you, and I, did her face that night, but I did do this combination and the lip gloss, and it stayed on. And she is the type that, when singing, working those lips out, and honey, it stayed. I was like, thank you, because I was concerned. But I'll also tell you the other tip of how it'll last. So I'm using a little bit of, you can see it there, the Liberate from my hand, right? Only because we don't want color to transfer. And I'm just going to go in Oh my God. Look, it's like a paint. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Gonna go in there, and then I'm gonna go up into, this is the beauty of using the brush, y'all, the duo brush. It lays it down like a paint. I did not use much product to do this. It is the brush that will do it for you. It's like paint. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Oh my God. And then the same thing on the other side. Oh God. And everyone thinks, and you know, I appreciate it. They're like, Andrea, you know, you're so meticulous. Yeah, I am. I am a meticulous artist. But honestly, the strength of my work comes from the tools that I use. Yeah? Mixing and matching is a gift that God gave me, but honestly, in the forefront of that, or me using the tools that will allow me to create these looks in a fraction of the time. Now I'm just taking my tissue and just wiping down again, because we always do that before we move on. Just clean off the brush so that the color transfers out into the tissue. And then finally, and this was for, who asked me about if it will last?
Mimi Spence.
Okay, so Mimi, this is for you, baby. 2 pumps of the Fairweather Faces setting spray. Of course, I did this on Tashina that night. I know I targeted those lips on purpose, but this 2 pumps, here we go. It feels like a cool, refreshing, very clean scented mist of goodness. That's just the best way to say it, because there's never been a person that has been misted with this that hasn't had some kind of positive comment about it. Always, all the men, I'll say, sir, can you close your eyes? I say the same thing each time in the makeup room, in the chair. Sir, can you close your eyes? I'm about to mist your skin. You will feel a mist. It's going to set your skin. And they'll go, okay. And I'll give the 2 pumps and they'll go, ooh, what is that? Always, always. And then they'll end up wanting to order for their wives or girlfriends or whatever. And same thing with the women. They know it's coming. Cecilia, I think I mentioned to you, Ed, what was that, like a week and a half ago?
Maybe.
Yeah. She was in the chair. Camille, Zola had just finished her makeup, and she was like, Andrea, do you have your setting spray on you? I need you to pump it on me, because I have to run uptown and it makes your makeup last all day. Thank you, Cecilia, for saying that, because it is so true. So make sure you snag your full-size setting spray. Only use 2 pumps, y'all. Remember, we are on budget with Fairweather Faces and always resourceful. Don't waste this product. Only 2 pumps, that's all you need. For reals. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a good time with seeing like the new products. It feels, my lips feel so juicy and so good. It feels so good. Let me see what else is going on. Oh, I need to take a little sip. Any questions about that? I'm so appreciative everyone's watching. So nice with my little shady cinnamon stick. And look, not too much color transfer, right? That's cute. Oh no, wait, do it on the other side. Not too much color transfer. So that's a good thing with this. I see just a little residue there, but that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. So friends, in closing out, I'd like for you to envision, go on a journey with us for a second. I'd like for you to envision something, me, sitting in a dimly lit ballroom. I'm at a table alone. I'm in a beautiful, beautiful blush pink dress with like these rhinestone straps. It's fitted. I'm snatched. Ooh, I'm super, super snatched. And it's not too long of a dress, but it's just enough for my legs, my muscled out dancer legs to show with my silver dancing shoes. Oh, and the bottom also has like a feathered bottom with like the jewels throughout it, so the light will pick it up, but it's like a feathery blush pink bottom, so it gives that dramatic effect. And then across the room, walking slowly towards me, is this handsome man, dressed, decked out in tux and tails. Yeah. He reaches out towards me to let me know we need to have this moment together. He reaches out and I take his big, black, warm hand. His name, Eddie. Come on this journey with us, because we're about to do this on the dance floor together. And we quick step to the beat. Oh, you know the quick step. I know you watch Dancing with the Stars. So Eddie is gliding me around the ballroom. It's glorious, y'all. I think at this point I do a little fan kick as he turns me and we're moving. He's gliding me. He's holding me ever so close. It's beautiful. And we dance. Now he's starting to lift me. Oh, he's so strong. He's lifting me and I'm gliding, y'all. I'm gliding. Turn, break. Back to the two-step we go. We're moving. We're grooving. Are you doing it? Let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music and dance. Now, we go into like a Charleston kind of swinging, sway. Yes, Lindy Hop jumping. Moving and grooving, y'all. And Eddie does his solo. Oh, he's doing it. Y'all don't know Eddie can dance? Oh, he's doing it. And his lady is on the other end doing my fan kicks and my grand battements. Look it up. Fan. Pirouette, pirouette, pirouette. Back together. Let's get our cups. It's our final toast, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. But we're going to stay faithful and focused. Do it, y'all. Sip and Shop episode 18.